All right, so I'm kind of fried, but we're going to do this thing where we kind of project the top 25 and we recap the week that was. We're going to talk about it because I was at OU, Texas after the bumper.
Don't be cornering me. Hold up. Time. You got to help me with that corner shit.
What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I was not on a step mill. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. It's always OU related, college football related, sports related. We have a good time. Today, we're going to get through this. So, I started off my day in Dallas at 6 a.m. I have not slept. I drove down 4 hours from Tulsa to Dallas, stayed for the game, went through the game. It was an awesome game. Talked about it a little bit, made a couple videos, drove back, had some company, didn't really talk to anybody, didn't really do the fair thing because college football is on the brain. And state fair traffic in Texas is awful. I do not recommend it. That said, huge day in college football as we had some moving and shaking, and we got to go through it. First, we'll go through with, the game that I know that most other people want to talk about other than OU Texas, which is South Carolina, Georgia. What the hell happened there, Georgia? I caught the last couple of, the last two overtimes of that game, the only overtimes of that game, and I was looking at it going, this can't be correct because all of a sudden, Georgia decided they want to turn the ball over. And all of a sudden, Jake Fromm decided that he wanted to piss any chance of a Heisman away. And Georgia feels like 2018 Ohio State because I'm going through the stat book and I'm going, I can't believe this. South Carolina has 0 turnovers. Georgia had 4. Now, you know what the adage is. The adage is the team that wins the turnover battle usually wins the game, except in one, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. But I'm going through it. I'm like, Jake Fromm, 28-51 for 295, 3 picks. And you threw a pick 6? The hell is going on here, man? I mean, you got your dude, J.R. Reed, that I really love, missing fourth quarter sacks. I mean, look, George Pickens apparently had a game, 7 for 98. And DeAndre Swift showed up play, 23 carries, 113 yards, 5 yards a clip. Zamir White was out here. But look, man, I'm going, you were 9 of 18 on third down. What gives? You held South Carolina to 5 of 17 on third down. And then South Carolina had Ryan Helinski leave the game. And then you get this dude, Joyner, who I don't trust to throw the ball and hit the barn. You know the barn that everybody talk about that you can't hit? He can't hit it neither, right? So then you got the Gamecocks in Sanford, in Athens, and you get them into overtime. And all you really got to do is not turn the ball over, do something with it. No. So you get a Gamecocks chance. Gamecocks get the field goal, the opportunity they want. That dude gonna miss it. Helinski couldn't believe it. That's GIF worthy. Helinski's reaction was awesome. And then it's like, cool, okay, all is going to be right with the world. Georgia got scared. They're going to get it. No! Your man's hot rod goggles Blankenship misses the field goal. And South Carolina tried to give you this game back, and Georgia gave it back to you. So South Carolina gets a pelt, knocks off the number 3 team in the country, and South Carolina gets to walk around the SEC, talk about how you like me now. My goodness. Look, Georgia, you were everybody's pick sexily outside of Alabama and Clemson to win national championship. Now you're not even going to make the college football playoff because you turned in this trash performance, losing 20-17, double overtime to a bunch of cocks. All right, so moving on to game that I was at, biggest game on the schedule for me. Oklahoma versus Texas, number 6 versus number 11. Sooners undefeated at 5-0. Texas got the one loss to an LSU team that felt like it might end up winning the SEC championship, make college football playoff. They still doing that. We'll talk about that a little later. And then, while we were expecting to see both Sam Ehlinger and Jalen Hurts show what they could do, it was OU's defense that came out to play, dog. Like nobody had that one on paper, man. Look, and OU ain't getting out one takeaway. Still beat the bricks off of Texas's offense. Like, dude, you got 2 takeaways as Texas, and you still lose by 7. Like, how does that happen? I'll tell you how that happens. You got 15 tackles for loss thrown on you and 9 sacks. Everybody was in Sam Ehlinger's grill, and they was cooking on him. I mean, they knocked him down, threw the steaks over the top, said eat. Because that's all them boys was doing. Kenneth Murray Jr., a missile out there. Ronnie Perkins going to play on Sundays. Devil Gallimore was possessed. Deshaun White running stuff down. De'Aaron Turner-Young had 10 tackles. That's the weakest dude on the defense. He out there eating. I'm telling you, both the corners was like, we don't care that y'all bigger, faster, and stronger. I was gassing them up. I'm gassing up Texas wide receivers. And they said, nah, man, you wrong to gas us up. I won't need to gas y'all up no more. I know what you got. Devin Duvernay got shut down. I'm looking at this and I'm going, you know who actually played the worst of anybody? Jalen Hurts. He still had 235 yards passing, over 100 yards rushing. Had over 300 yards of Oklahoma's 500 that they dropped on Texas. Now, I understand you ain't got everybody that you want to have if you Texas, but I'm not sure that Jalen Green, Josh Thompson, Cade Stearns would have done a whole hell of a lot to stop you because them dudes don't play offense. They play defense. And it was 10-3 at halftime, and it should have been like 21-0 at halftime because Jalen Hurts fumbled the ball in the red zone, and he threw a pick in the red zone that was egregious. I think he might have played his way out of the Heisman conversation in a game that he won, which is really difficult to do. But doggone it, he managed to do it. But didn't nobody look as bad as your man's Ehlinger. It's not that he played so terribly, it's that he was just getting lit up. And you're looking at Tom Herman and you're going, how come you're not just going to hand the ball to Roshan? 8 carries, 95 yards? Y'all ain't rushed for 100. That dude had most of them. Just give him the rock. Because Sam Ehlinger had dudes in front of him, Sue's on beside him. Couldn't do nothing with him. Couldn't do nothing. All right? Couldn't find Colin Johnson. Couldn't find Malcolm Epps. Them dudes got the dropsies. Tried to find Jake Smith. Dudes was flying with him. And then CeeDee Lamb said, watch me get big, man. 10 catches, 171, 3 TDs. Man, I had NFL scout tell me that dude, he could play it on Sunday tomorrow. Yo, any big. You heard Joel Klatt flying out there. And you heard how they was talking about Kenneth Murray Jr. Talking about, yo, man, was Kenneth Murray the dude we were standing with in the elevator? Talking about, yes, that enormous man flies. And does he ever? They basically, what they did was they switched Deshaun White to the mic and they made Kenneth Murray the will and just removed all the thinking from Kenneth Murray and said, yo, go kill people, search and destroy. And that's all that dude been doing, searching and destroying. Alex Grinch, man, outcalled, not just Tom Herman, but his own offensive coordinator, head coach. Lincoln Riley had no great game, getting cute out there trying to make stuff happen. Nah, man, settle up and run the ball. And you know what? Oklahoma is built to win a national championship. Not because the offense is so great, but because they can run the ball and play defense. Every football team that wins the national championship runs the ball well, plays defense at a superior level. Oklahoma came in with 13 sacks, 5 games. They had 9 in 1. They got 22 sacks through 6 now. Ask me how many takeaways they got. Still sitting on just 6, dog. Just 6 through 6 games. Alex Grinch wants 24. They're going to have to get to working on that. But you got to be happy with the way that they played, man. Because Alex Grinch spent all last year coaching up against this scheme. Because Tom Herman run the same scheme Urban Meyer's running at Ohio State. So he knew what he was looking at. So while, yes, the man deserves a raise, this is a glaring indictment on Mike Stoops. That's what this is. Same personnel from last year, different scheme, different coordinator, different set of motivation. What you get? You get dudes out there playing lights out defense. And now we can actually start talking about Oklahoma in a national championship conversation because of the way that they played against a top 25 opponent. When all we heard and all I've been saying, all anybody's been saying is no college football and they ain't played nobody. Now that they played somebody, let's see how you try to take away 6-0 from them, man. They are going to be the number 4 team in the country. If they're not, we're going to have to argue about it with the AP, all right? It's like that. 34-27. Sooners get a big one. Bring the golden hat back to Norman. All right. Moving on to Boise State putting it on Hawaii. 31-14. Rolovich. What you doing? Brian Harsin going to end up with a Power 5 job next year. Then we got Virginia and Miami. Miami looked at number 20 Virginia and said, all right, I see you with your big rock. Give me that rock. I'm going to brain you with it. 17-9. I was actually watching this game, and I'm going, yo, Bryce Perkins can't do nothing. And that defense that Manny Diaz got, Blake Baker calling up some schemes. And Coach Perry's still just a dumpster fire, but they run the ball and play defense. I like it. Memphis. I thought that y'all was going to be the representative from the group of 6. Nah, y'all going to go up there and get beat by 2 by a Temple. Yo, doggone. I mean, come on now. Like, we can't have that. We can't have that. Look, I'm trying to look at this. I'm trying to find a good way to say this, but ain't no good way to say this. You going up to a temple of worship and got beat down. Nah, man, you can't have that. And I get the Temple can play defense, and I get that they ain't no easy win. But now you're talking about Boise State being the only undefeated Group of 5 team left. This is a bad year for Group of 5 teams. Just ask Central Florida. Got beat by Pitt, got beat by Cincy. We ain't got to talk about Central Florida no time soon ever again. Michigan got the 28-25 against Illinois, and they finally said enough of this noise. And they got a W, 42-25. They still Michigan. Clemson putting another nail into the Willie Taggart coffin, beating him down 45-14. Trevor Lawrence apparently got back on the good foot. That dude got 17-25, 173 TDs, still threw a pick. I'm telling you, man, this Clemson team ain't last year's Clemson team, dog. They're going to have some problems going forward. You're looking at Michigan State, dog. Good God. Wisconsin, 38 zip. Michigan State didn't score 9 points, dog. All of a sudden, we got to talk about Wisconsin and Jim Leonard. He going to end up with a Power 5 job because all they've been doing is blanking people. 38 points on Michigan State. Ohio State didn't even score 38 points on Michigan State. We got to start talking about Ohio State and Michigan. Oh, Ohio State, Wisconsin going to be so good. Going to be so good. Going to be so much fun. Yo, I'm looking at the schedule for Wisconsin. Check this out. They gave up 0 to South Florida. They gave up 0 to Central Michigan. They gave up 14 to Michigan. They gave up 15 to Northwestern. They gave up 0 to Kent State. They gave up 0 to Michigan State. They've played 6 ball games. And in 4 of them, they have surrendered nothing. Nada. 0. And they got a Heisman candidate back there, tailback. I'm telling y'all, man, Wisconsin and Ohio State, that's going to be a lit game. I can't wait for that game. That game's so much fun because Wisconsin just been wrecking folks. And Ohio State just been wrecking folks. And both of them got defense. Ooh, it's going to be so much fun. Matter of fact, we might be looking at Wisconsin. They might jump into the top 4. They might try to hose Oklahoma. I wouldn't be mad at that. After the win you get against Michigan State and the way you beat down Michigan, yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that. I can see that. Oklahoma moved to 5, be all right. Just keep winning. You see how these dudes dropping like flies? Arizona State, 38. Washington State, 34. I had that game picked. I think most people think Fightem Herm Webbers have an opportunity to come out of Pac-12 South. Compete for a championship. I like it. Cincinnati did the business on Houston. That is a dumpster fire. No ifs, ands, buts, or about it. I mean, you got Dana Holgorsen talking about what Justin Murphy did, right? Justin Murphy is the dude that quit rather than go through this because he thinks that Dana Holgorsen and Houston has sold him out. Well, certainly got beat down. Also, Luke Fickell got a squad at Cincinnati. Like, I know that they got blanked by Ohio State, but inside the American, they got a squad. Baylor managed to stay undefeated, double overtime against Texas Tech. Texas Tech is a different football team with Jet Duffy at quarterback. They're actually kind of nice, but Baylor continues to just surprise people. Maybe they'll be undefeated by the time they get to Oklahoma. We'll have to wait and see, but Matt Rule certainly is deserving that raise and extension that he earned. 31-42 for 362 for your man's Jet Duffy. All Jet Duffy has done the last couple weeks is thrown for damn near 800 yards. My goodness. Now, 2 picks, and I'm sure that came back to bite him. But Charlie Brewer, also 24-37, 352, 3 picks. So both of these dudes are trying to turn the ball over. And then you look at the turnover margin here. What we got? We got 3 apiece. We got 5 sacks for Tech. We got 2 sacks for Baylor. 10 penalties, 83 yards for Baylor. Man, this game might have been a lot of fun. I'm going to have to go watch this game on tape. Because, like I said, I'm in the car and I got LSU, Florida going on. And we'll get to that in a second. Bama beat ampersand you like stole something 47-28. You got to be upset about this if you ampersand you fan. You get these kinds of games against these top 10 opponents and y'all lay an egg perennially. Like, it must suck to be an Aggies fan right now. You paying Jimbo Fisher $75 million, get beat by the spread, past the spread. Get 47 hung on you at home. I don't care if that is number 1 team in the country. You can't go out like that. You in the state of Texas. My goodness. Tua Tagovailoa is still that dude, man. I mean, you look at what these dudes is able to do offensively, and you want to forgive them for what they give up defensively because Tua went 21-34, 293, threw his first pick of the season, 4 TDs. Najee Harris, 20 carries, 114 yards. Devontae Smith, 7 catches, 99 yards. A&M, man, y'all better get it together real quick. I'll say this, though. Alabama feels a lot like Oklahoma last year. The way that they're just kind of giving up points here and there, the way that the scoreboard kind of reflects something different. I mean, if we're looking at the total yards here, yeah, we going to, by all accounts, let's clown A&M. But let's also keep in the back of our heads that you start 4 true freshmen in your front 7 if you're Alabama. So look, you giving up 389 yards, 24 first downs, 125 yards on the ground. What, you got 1 turnover? Nah, man. 5 of 12 on third down. Alabama might get beat down by LSU. And I'll get to that in a little bit. All right, so moving on. Man, what the hell happened in Wake Forest, Louisville? What the hell was that? 62 to 59? What even is this? How many yards in this game? We got to check this out right quick. This is crazy. What we got? We got, man, that's over 120. What we got? I can't even count it. 121 points in this game. My God. 668 yards for Wake Forest. 520 yards for Louisville. My God. Jamie Newman, what was you doing? 24, 41, 251, 3 TDs, 2 picks. That ain't bad. Sean Hartman, 9 of 15, 172, 2 TDs. That ain't bad neither. Beal Smith showing out. 14, 123. Carney has 17. Well, man, look at Surratt. Surratt going to be making a lot of money on Sundays. Look at this. And then you got your man's Conley out here. Man, look. That junk offense they be running in Louisville actually be getting people. Look, Scott Satterfield going to mess around and mess up somebody, and he did, see? What messed up Wake Forest. Brian Brown going to end up with a Power 5 job, defense coordinator in Louisville. I like him. Penn State, 17-12 against Iowa. Iowa going to keep you in these low-scoring games, dog. Like, I thought Penn State might actually run it up on Iowa. They said, no, sir. Sean Clifford, 12 of 24, 117. Yeah, he just a dude. Noah Kane, that's my dude. 22 for 102. That's what's up. That's what's up. I like that. What Nate Stanley do? You throw a pick? Yeah, of course he threw a pick. Went 25, 43, 286. Man, all right, fine. Whatever. Moving on. USC, Notre Dame. I got to watch the end of this. USC got hosed. You had Brian Kelly on the field jumping up and down on that onside. That's an unreviewable play. Yo, I was hot if I'm Clay Helton, but you already hot. You on a hot seat. 30-27, Notre Dame ain't that good. We knew that because, well, the Georgia win or Georgia loss looks a lot worse now that Georgia took an L to South Carolina. But we'll see. Maybe Notre Dame will be there. Maybe they won't. People love Notre Dame. They try to vote them in the top 10. No way. Anyway, just like Texas. Watch. Texas ain't even going to drop out of the top 25. Watch. Then we got Utah over Oregon State, 52-7. But we knew Oregon State wasn't that good. Although now that Utah has a passing game, it's kind of legit. It's kind of fun to watch. Wish they'd have had that beforehand. My man Tyler Huntley went 14-17, 247, 2 TDs. Zach Moss came back, 5 rushes, 121 yards. Ooh, they're going to be so good. Or they were going to be so good. And then they took an L to USC. Let's not go there. Let's not linger on that fact. And then we got my favorite game outside of OU Texas, Florida, LSU, where they was cooking up alligator on the spit, putting the alligator on the grill, and they dunked on the alligators by 14, 42, 28. Now, I'm watching this game in the car ride home, right? Because I got Laurel in the passenger seat. She got the phone up, and she trying to, like, get me back on the scores and whatnot. But one of the things that I was able to intuit from all of this is running this 2-quarterback system Dan Mullen trying to do, that noise ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. I get that Kyle Trask is a better quarterback than Felipe Franks, but he ain't a better runner than Emory Jones, so you just going to have to take that if you Dan Mullen, and you're going to have to build around Kyle Trask, and you refuse to do that in some situations, right? Because you getting on the third and short, and you bringing in this dude that don't look like Kyle Trask, no way. They know what they're going to do then. They know what you're going to do, right? And by the way, Kyle Pitts made a lot of money today. Because, like, coming out of halftime, you know Ed Orgeron was in Dave Aranda's grill going, stop 84. And they couldn't. And my man, Derek Stingley, man, he was getting 8 up, and then he came up with the pick. 3rd pick, 3 games, just like Jalen Hurts. See what I did there? Nah, man, like, the thing about LSU was, yes, they can be susceptible to big plays defensively. We know this, right? They also can get you some negative plays, and they can get you some turnovers. So they're going to be all right defensively. But offensively, Joe Burrow is just operating. He's just operating. 21 of 24, 293. My goodness, right? 87.5% completion percentage. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Just efficient as all hell. 21, yeah. What'd I say? Then you got Edwards-Helaire, 13 for 134 on the ground. 10.3 yards per carry. That's crazy. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson out here eating. Chase had 7 for 127, 18.1 yards per catch, 2 TDs. Justin Jefferson had 10, 123. My goodness. Don't go to sleep. You can't go to sleep. I can't go to sleep. You can't go to sleep. I'm delirious out here. I know, this ain't me reading the news. We're going to keep reading the news. We're going to keep doing the monologue because I like doing the monologue, but it's up late and it's like, it's damn near 1 in the morning. Midnight. See, I can't even read the clock. 11:48. I thought it said 1:48, which wouldn't have made it 1 in the morning. See, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I was looking at the plays run, right? Because, that was a thing that was just remarkable to me is LSU didn't run that many plays offensively. They were just efficient. They got the ball and went to go score. And I think it's not just that Florida is not necessarily as good as LSU. They're good. They're just not LSU, right? And when you lose John Grinard, you lost some pass rushing. You lost the bookend, right? So you're just out there without your dude. I also get that, they're just not as good on the back end as I thought they were going to be. But then again, those wide receivers at LSU, they out here eating. So if I'm going to project the top 25, man, got to go with Bama at 1, keep them there. Clemson at 2, we'll keep them there. 3 is where it starts to get dicey, right? I got LSU in that spot, right? Then at 4, I'm going to leave Ohio State there just because they ain't do nothing in the bye week. Doesn't mean I want to bounce them or move them up, move them down. Oklahoma naturally moves to 5. And then you can move Wisconsin to 6 if you want to, right? You can move Notre Dame to 7 if you want to because Florida's out. Auburn, what are we going to do with Auburn, right? They got to be in the teens now. Who moving up? Oregon, right? Didn't really talk about Oregon. 45-3 against Colorado. Yeesh. Colorado, what you doing? On the other hand, having C.J. Verdell out there to just rush like he did, that's a big deal, right? Maybe you want to move them up with the 1 loss. I don't know. We'll see. I thought I was going to project top 25, so I'm going to just call this reaction to the top 25. How about that? We'll just, because I know how much y'all don't like the headlines or what you think are the deceptive headlines. I'm like, yo, YouTube is searching. I can't really help that. I got to write a headline. Trying to make sure I didn't miss nobody right quick. Yeah, all right. We'll do something different, Lil Bong. All right, dose.